You got to be bold in these days. Bold in these days. And bold when it comes to finances. You say, why you say that? Because you see, in this day, only aggressive boldness will win. You need to give to God aggressively, not reluctantly. Because reluctantly says, my faith is dying. Aggressively says, I trust you. I saw something in Nigeria I never thought I'd seen in my life. They were literally coming and throwing keys of cars, giving brand new cars on the platform, giving jewelry and gold. They had baskets this high. We saw it with our own eyes. I think, Bruce, you were with me. The baskets were this high, guys. And they were putting in, they gave what was it, over 100 and something cars that night. What now? Houses, yes. They were giving the keys to their homes and cars. And we were told later it was like over 100 and something cars were given. Brand new cars were given that night. That was aggressive giving. Aggressive giving happened in Exodus. Aggressive giving so much that Moses said, no, we don't need it. We've had more than enough when they were building the tabernacle. Aggressive giving happened in the book of Acts when they gave land and possessions. And one man who held back died for it. That was aggressive. I'm telling you, Peter must have preached a very strong sermon for the people to do what they did. If you get up in any church today and talk about go sell your property and give it to the Lord, you'll probably go and throw rocks at them. If a preacher told you to go and sell your property and give it to God, you'll probably, only God knows what you'll do. Peter, I'm sure it was Pete, maybe it was James, I don't know, but somebody told those precious early believers, go sell your property. Bring it here. Not one except Ananias and Sapphira held back. That was aggressive giving. That was not the kind of giving that was reluctant. And it says, none lacked among them after they gave. After they gave. Read your Bible. After they gave in that same chapter, none lacked. None lacked. So they gave and then none lacked. Which means God blessed them. Think about the giving. The people who rebelled against God in the desert, one thing they did right is they gave. Maybe they didn't obey in other areas, but they sure obeyed in that one. Think about those Israelites coming out of Egypt. They did not obey in some things, maybe a lot of things, but when that announcement went and said, bring an offering, they were giving it so aggressively that later they came to Moses and said, we have more than enough, stop them from giving. And that's why God blessed them like He did. You see it in the old covenant, in the new. We saw it in Nigeria. That's why God is blessing those precious saints in Nigeria. There is an amazing move of God in Africa because they give and know how to give. Why are the Jewish people blessed? They are givers, that's why. They know how to give. Synagogues don't have fundraising campaigns because their people give. They don't need fundraising campaigns. They build synagogues for millions of dollars, because the Jewish people learn how to give from childhood. Nobody has to convince them that giving is the law. They obey it from childhood. One of the richest, most successful nations on earth today is Israel, because they are a giving nation. You say, how are they giving? Because when Golda Meir was prime minister, she made it, and we're talking back in the 60s and 70s. They made a decision in Israel to give their technology away to Africa. And Golda Meir, the prime minister of that time, the only woman prime minister of Israel, would go to Africa and they gave them freely what they learned in farming. Even in Uganda, in Kenya, all over Africa. Today, people are being fed in Africa because of Israeli technology that they gave freely away. They're givers. Israelis are givers. They went into Syria and gave supplies, medical supplies, to the people who wanted to kill them. To this day, Israelis help people in Lebanon and in Syria and in Jordan. They are giving gas today to Egypt, giving to Jordan to help them. They're giving. They're giving their technology today to the world. Even their enemies are using their technology because they're givers. Why? From childhood they are taught to give. To give.